Well, I think first and foremost, I chose women because of the age I'm at. The show is about women over 55 and how we tend to get lost. We disappear due to age, due to not being 30 and looking gorgeous. We just kind of fade away. But what does get lost is the most is our work. And we strive hard in developing our skills. And I think it's really important for the female artist to be seen, especially female artists who've spent years working hard at their chosen profession. I picked artists that I know that are aging artists like myself, who I felt had a lot to show, do a lot for their trade, and I revere them. And I think the world should revere them, not in the way of Van Gogh or just the revelation of these are good, strong women that really need to have their work respected. So
Absolutely.
basically, that was it.
Yeah, absolutely beautiful. Now, can I give you the task of telling us about each one and give us a little background? They're so beautiful.
Well, I'll start with uh, Barbara Allport. She is reclining in a lovely red lawn chair in the middle of spring, exhausted from an excursion we'd taken on the lake walking. She works in beautiful landscapes and interiors. She lives remotely, by remotely on a lake in North Hastings.
Wow.
And she's a wonderful artist.
Great.
I love her work. And then there is Closina Weiss. Closina does beautiful abstracts, and another artist that works really hard. And I'm sure she will be seen at some point, more than she is now, although her work is well appreciated. Um, Freddie Toe. Freddie Toe is an amazing artist. She also lives rurally. Um, Her work, I just literally admire watching every step of a painting when I'm working with her. So I have her set in the water in the painting because she loves water. So that's, well, she lives on the water and she is in the water whenever she can be.
Right.
And it was really important to capture that part of her personality. And that is the thing with these paintings. It's to catch the inside of the person in a story. And some of the paintings have the same person painted several times in the process. So in Freddie's case, there is, I think, 5 images of her in one painting. The same with Jeanette Plantana. Her work is writing. She's a beautiful writer. And I have really enjoyed doing a painting of her. It's her Indigenous background combined with her life now and her love of trains. And that that I hope catches some of her personality. She has the mask for the COVID. I was with her
Right.
when she saw that train and she just lit up. And it's very much from her past. So trains carried everything in Manitoba, Saskatchewan, from her childhood. And then she's, as I said, a beautiful writer. Moving on to Barbara D'Ameto. She's an incredible performer. I've watched her perform to the point of where I was emotional watching her. And so she plays the clown, and I've done a watercolor of the clown, and she creates masks for other work that she does. So I happened to be with her when she had the guitar, and so that was the choice of another painting. So there's two of her,
Yeah.
and I placed the masks that she makes in the background. I haven't fully rendered them as they would normally appear because I didn't want to take away from her grace and her poise, because as a dancer, she's extremely wonderful.
She is. And that brings me to another. I mean, many of these works, you can see some pencil lines. You can see some pieces like in Ursula Flug. You've captured a feeling that they're not finished with their lives, that there's still more to come. And I have to congratulate you on that, Anita. It was brilliant.
Thank you. I was really torn between the desire, because as an artist or in anything else, that you think you need to finish things in the concept that you're taught. But when I reached that point with Ursula is such a beautiful writer, and she's just always expanding on her writing. But the other thing about it is she's reading in that particular image, but she's also petting a dog at the foot of her own chair. And I wanted to show the kindness I see in Ursula, as well as the beautiful writing, and how much more she has to go. I love the total unfinished look of it. It makes it light and airy. You start out at the beginning of a body of work, and the first painting you're so pleased with, but you learn so much by the time you finish the body of work that you're then skeptical about the first painting. Right. And you know, and you feel this relaxation that it's over with. Oh, I'm you know, it's done and I'm going to rest for a while. But then 3 days later, your mind's going, oh, you know, I've got to move on with a painting from that last one. So it's the always learning and moving forward. That's the, and then we have the hoodoos. The hoodoos are the sand formations that are around Drumheller in Alberta. And the dinosaur, the dinosaur bones have all been buried in them forever. But if instead of just looking at the riverbed, which is where the hoodoos are, you look at the shapes in the sand that are formed by wind and rain, it is astonishing how many female forms you see. And they're so sensual and so beautiful. I came out of there with, I must have 70 drawings, 60 to 70 drawings of just the female form within the aging sandstones. My mother, bless her, I was the oldest of many children, and she would always set us to the table, and it would be write a story and draw a picture, or draw a picture and then write the story. So even for me in my artwork, if a painting cannot tell a story, I don't want to do it.
It's a beautiful show.
Thank you very much, Laura.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye, love.
Bye.
Bye.